Hi, I'm WWE Diva Paige, and you're listening to Justin LaBar on Trib Live Radio.
She is the pride of Norwich, England, and she will be in Pittsburgh this Monday, Consol Energy Center, for Monday Night Raw. She is the one and the only WWE Diva Paige. Paige, how are you today?
I'm great. I mean, I thought the intro could have been a little bit better, but it's fine. I'll forgive you for that.
We try our best here. We try our best. Now I got to ask you first before we get into wrestling talk. I know you got Wayne Campbell from Wayne's World as your header picture on your official Twitter page. Which one's better, Wayne's World 1 or Wayne's World 2?
I would say number 2.
Yes. Great answer. Great answer. Everybody always says 1 because they don't like sequels, but you're right. Number 2. Awesome.
Yeah. No, the sequel is way better, which is really weird because I don't usually like sequel Diva, but Wayne's World 2 is much better. Yeah,
when you got Wayne Stock and they go to England and they get Del Preston, the great roadie, absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, well, let's get into wrestling. You've been a fan. You've been in the business your whole life. You've been a fan your whole life, and this has been probably Rookie of the Year for you since coming up to the main roster day after WrestleMania. Can you articulate having a lifelong dream of wanting to make it to WWE? Can you talk to me about just the experience? Is it reality to you now, or are you still in a little bit of a dream?
I feel like it's always going to be absolutely mind-blowing and crazy to me because I don't know. I spent 2.5 years in developmental, which is absolutely incredible. I never thought I could even make it there, and then you never know if you're actually ever going to make it to the main roster. So to graduate from there, to come into the main roster and win the WWE Divas Championship on my first day, it all came so quickly and so soon. I still cannot believe it, and I can't believe I've already been a the Divas champion twice in under a year as well, which is also completely mind-blowing. So, yeah, right now, no, it still doesn't seem so real. And plus, more people recognize you in the street when you're walking around, and it's crazy. I really don't know how to explain it. My ultimate goal was to be in the WWE and to be a Divas champion, and now I've done it twice. So it's how did I do this? Where am I going? It's like a big dream. I love it.
Well, now, you had your first match, if I'm correct. You had it at 13, and your family's also a wrestling family. Mm-hmm. So you had a lot of pedigree, a lot of background coming into WWE's developmental. Was there any, politics isn't the right word, but did you feel any maybe resistance from anybody of she's been wrestling her whole life, and maybe where other people haven't, where they're coming from a different background? Did you sense any clique kind of division, or did everybody welcome you in pretty well?
Oh, I feel like there's always going to be a clique in any kind of place that you go into. So yeah, there's a handful of people that were really great to me. Mostly the trainers were fantastic to me. Norman Smiley was great. Terry Taylor was amazing. Dr. Tom was fantastic. But it's the girls were kind of a little bit standoffish from me, I feel like. Because I come in and I looked, completely different to how they were. And I already had kind of the wrestling experience. But what they didn't realize is coming into developmental, I'd have to start all over again. So I'd have to start from scratch. But it's just, I guess my look. And, a couple of girls said to me, down the line, once they started to like me a little bit more, they were just we're just intimidated by the way you were and how you wrestled and stuff. And I was just okay, so you're just going to, hold that against me when I come in and make me feel, terrible about myself. So yeah, it all worked out. But yeah, any place you go, it's kind of like a high school thing. There's girls that have been together for the longest time, and then a new girl comes in and who is that? So it's expected, and it didn't last very long. I mean, Summer Rae was actually the sweetest girl to me the first day I got there. She's always been absolutely amazing, and the same with me the whole time.
Having so much background and experience prior to WWE's developmental, obviously there's a whole lot more with WWE with the production and the cameras and the storytelling aspects. But how hard was the adjustment in terms of taking maybe how you did things for so many years and the experiences you had? Was it an easy adjustment going into WWE's style, I guess you could say?
Yeah, I guess the moves side of things were a lot easier for me. So then when they taught me something, I would kind of get it. but it was so hard to, because I'm not used to wrestling in front of cameras, and I was used to just do move rather than telling a good story. So like I kind of had to learn that again as well. And the worst thing I can do is promos though, because I really used to do promos on the independent circuit, so I wasn't used to it. So then coming in, they're like, "Oh, do a promo on your first day." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, how do I do this?" Like I never have done it before, so it's just that side of things, more the entertainment side of things.
Lately, there's been a lot of rallying and support for more TV time for the divas, and I associate, and I want to get your opinion. I associate a lot of that to you and to your popularity and to the fan base that you've created, because you are kind of in the center of a lot of these controversies or segments, or, oh, we want to see more of Paige, we want to see more of this. And I think if it was maybe somebody else, or maybe it was somebody else in the past when the Divas division wasn't as strong, there wouldn't be as much outcry and support. But I think that you've really generated this authentic fan base of fans that want to see women's wrestling in WWE more and more. What's your take on that?
First of all, thank you. I appreciate that very much. But I feel like it's not just me. Like me and the Bellas been working really hard for the last couple of months, like really trying to build a story and tell a great story between us, and to try and get the fans behind us. But there's only so much you can do in a couple of minutes,
Sure.
So I feel like they see that, the fans saw that, and they're just like, no, we really want to give them a chance, because going on to Raw, we only have, that couple of minutes. Like it kind of caused this big uproar. But it was kind of like that a couple of weeks in a row, which usually, it's not that bad. Usually they do give us a bit of time. They give us like the segment or whatever. But once that's that, like I really appreciate them starting that, because now we're getting like tons more, and I'm like, you got to get into work, and they're like, you got a promo, you got this, you got that, you got the other, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Like I've never had this much before, but I love it. But I feel like it's definitely a two-way street. It's not like they love me and they love the Bellas too. So I feel like they definitely need to get a lot of credit for how like this big uproar started.
Sure. Well, yeah, no, I agree, and I didn't mean to leave them out, because you're right. Every great hero,
no.
every great hero has to have a villain to go against. So you're
right.
You're right about that. Paige is going to be in Pittsburgh this Monday Night Raw. You still get some tickets available, best value in entertainment. And Paige, I'll imagine the Total Divas cameras will be following you around. How's that adjustment? 'Cause you seem like you're pretty open. You're pretty, you don't really have you're not crazy about having a super amount of privacy. You seem like you do well in front of the cameras. What's it been like?
Yeah, well, at first, like I thought about it, and I was just like, no, I'd rather keep my private life my private life. I don't really like to open up to people, because I grew up in front of the cameras, like with my parents and stuff like that, so we was used to doing documentaries and these television shows when I was younger, and I was just like, no, like, I don't know, I'm not really into that now. Like, I want to have a private life, a personal life. But, they suckered me into it, and I'm like, all right, okay.
You seem like a natural. You seem like a natural at it, honestly.
Thanks. No, it's absolutely, it was fun. I didn't open up straight away, like, it just so happens I opened up just at the end of the season, which is perfect because it's in time for the season finale this weekend,
Right.
But yeah, like the cameras are going to start following us up around again, so it was nice to have like a little break in between there, because with that and WWE, like it was a lot of your time was being taken up, But yeah, I look forward to them being back, and I think they're going to be filming in England again. So let's see what happens over there, because I know like the whole free mode thing got some good publicity, and a lot of people tuned in to watch that episode.
All right, last question, Paige. This is going to be your first WrestleMania coming up here. Not necessarily saying this year's WrestleMania, but in your career, what is a WrestleMania dream match for Paige?
Oh my gosh. Can I do like past wrestlers that may not be able to wrestle?
Sure, you can do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so I would I've told everyone my WrestleMania dream match would either be Bull O'Connor, since I got my submission from her as well. I just think she's the ultimate badass. If I get to do like a mixed match though with a male, I want it to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. But also, since Miss Alundra Blaze is now being inducted into the Hall of Fame, maybe one day she might, dust off the old wrestling boots and get in the ring again. I would love to face her.
You, Alundra, Blaze, and Bull Nakano. That would be a great triple threat right there. I like that.
Oh, triple threat, yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Well, Paige, I appreciate the time. Again, this Monday, Consol Energy Center, Pittsburgh, Monday Night Raw. Paige will be there. I'll be there. You should be there. Paige, we're looking forward to seeing you, and thanks again for your time, and congrats on all the success.
Thank you. See you there.